and Senators, thanks for your sponsorship.
Thank you so much. Pleasure being here.
I'm coming right over after the races today. So if really Florida came right down to the wire, this is a great hat for the last little gift type thing. Jess Wallingford, the winner with the lovely mess with hat with the flower. And tight second, Taylor Snedeker with what's that, flamingo? With the flamingo. First and second hat contest. Dave?
Nick, and I think you could get that flamingo hat to go along with those pants. So for Texas Day Brazil tonight, you'd be a big hit. So congratulations to our hat contest winners. Sponsored by Texas Day Brazil. The sixth race is up next year. It's the final.
Good day, Johnny.
53rd Kentucky Philip Curry, $124,000.
Ray, we know you got to run. You have some writing to do. Thanks for your ticket. Good luck on it if you play it. And if you get some time, jump back on with us. All right, we are back. Now we've got Peyton Odie here, trainer extraordinaire in the Midwest.
I don't know about extraordinaire.
Oh, come on now. He's being humble.
I don't
Trainer
know about extraordinaire.
Now, tell us a little bit. How'd you start? What got you into it?
My father trained horses, so just born and raised in it. I tried to do other things when I was younger, and I just always came back to the horse. Really what I knew best, and it worked out pretty good for me.
So you started, if I'm not mistaken, you started full-time Guy Calvert's barn?
Yep.
And you were with Guy Calvert for...
years, about 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, I was going to say it.
He was stabled in the Quad Cities, and that's where I was born and raised at, and that's where I lived at, and raced a lot of races, a lot of shipping up to Chicago, and really got my feet into the game and got to be around some pretty nice horsemen, and everything worked out. Went from there.
So now you're stationed over Indiana. You do Indiana. You do a little bit of Hawthorne, some Ohio. So you're all over the Midwest. Where are you basing your stable out of now?
I'm based at Hoosier right now. When Hoosier closes, I'll be going to Brett Wilfong's farm, and thinking about maybe going to Toronto for the winter and racing up there until Hoosier opens back up. Up for grabs. It's pretty hard to get in Ohio if you're not preferred, And I only have one of my horses is Ohio bred, and I plan on having 6 or 7 over the winter, so I just might end up in Toronto. I was up there 2 years ago with Renee Allard and had a great time up there, great people up there, and that might be where I'm headed to.
I was going to ask you, how many horses do you have right now? How many are you planning on keeping after Hoosier ends?
I got 6 now. I'm really not, I've talked to a couple people, and they're interested in me going to Toronto. They need horses that race on a big track up there, and I want to keep my number under 10, but it never works out that way, Rod. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
It never works out that way. So, like I said, I don't know. It's just a crapshoot right now, and we'll see how it goes.
Now, you were with Allard. You started training, you kind of branched off from Calvert.
Yep.
Went on your own, and then you went to Allard for a bit, and now you're back. So what was the the mindset you had going from working for somebody to working for yourself to working for somebody again?
Well, when I left Calvert, I actually started working for Odds On with Robin Shatt and Carl Porcelli, and then I worked for Roger Welch for about a year and a half, and I've always just worked with somebody, and I went to work for Renee and for like about a year and a half, and you just my family wanted, my wife wanted to be closer to her family. We were out in New York, so we moved back here to Chicago, and that's when I really went on my own. And it helps working for people like Roger and Renee. You pick up a lot of stuff. I mean, Roger's like maybe one of the best coat men in the Midwest.
Yep.
He's the best at getting them prepped and ready, and Renee's like a claiming king out east. You know what I mean? And you just pick up different parts of their programs and try to make it into your own, and And you know, I've always worked around bigger stables. And one thing I do realize is that, you know, I really don't want a big stable. You know, like the big stables, they have their own program. And if their horses don't fit the program, then they get rid of them and get more horses that will fit the program. I like to keep my numbers low and try to build a program around each individual horse, you know. And when you got low numbers, you know, 7 and 10, you can do that. I had 15 at Hawthorne, and oh man, it was you know, Hawthorne's in Chicago in the winter is pretty brutal. And you know, I had 15. I had a great meet. I think I was maybe the second or third day trainer, and it really helped. It really helped.
Now, as far as next year, you planning on sticking around the Midwest again and going back to Hoosier?
I love it at Hoosier Park. Everybody there is great. I am going to stay at Hoosier. I'm probably going to try to pick up a couple Indiana breds of my own this year. They have a great program there. You know, they race for, you know, decent amount of money. I mean,
Indiana bred just set the world record yesterday.
Yeah. Trotter and Osby Mickey, he's an Indiana bred. You know, the two fastest horses, Pacer and Trotter, are both Indiana bred. So they have a great program, a great breeding program. And you don't have to have the best one or the second best or third best one in there. You can have a decent horse and make 50, 60,000. You know, it's crazy because you look at all these 3 and 4-year-old Indiana breds and they got 1 or 2 wins on their card and they have $60,000, $70,000 made, you know. But they just checks in the program. So, I mean, you don't have to hit the jackpot. A better's real. Oh, man, he's well, when I worked for Renee, Renee had got him. And we had him up in Canada there, and oh man, he's always been a nice horse. My wife took care of him up there, and they always got along great. And Renee actually sent him to me last summer when I went on my own to race at Hawthorne, and he had a great meet. Man, he paced a huge mile this year in 48 at Indiana for me. I mean, fastest horse ever, you know, fastest horse I've ever trained, and I knew he always had it in him. You know, he always had speed. He loves what he does, and you know, he's a better's delight. I mean, good-looking thing. You know, he's a horse that everybody. If I had 4 or 5 of him in my barn, that's all I need. That's all I need. You know, personality-wise and just race-wise. You know, he's just a great horse. You know, I like to thank Renee and his owners. You know what I'm saying, for having the trust in me. You know what I'm saying, and sending him to me because you know Renee knew he was a nice horse. He just needed a bigger track, and so we took him to Hawthorne and. He went in the open for me like 4 or 5 times over there, and you know, Renee bought him privately. I mean, I purchased him at the Meadowlands sale this past winter and gave him to me. He told me I get along best with him, you know, have good luck with him, and he's really a super consistent horse. Love him to death. I love them all, but he has a special heart in special place in my heart.
Peyton, we've been friends for what, 15, 20 years?
At least.
Thank for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You're always welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad to see you again.
Yes, always. Good luck, everybody. I'm sorry.
Any shout-outs? Shout-outs.
Yeah, just everybody. Hello, Indiana. Everybody out there. Everybody in the Midwest and Chicago. Hello, everybody. I'm down here representing for us. Renee, T. Millard. I got my T. Millard hat on. I'm sorry, you guys. My best bet just win right here. I'm a race late. I'm sorry. I wish I could give you guys another winner, but
I gave him.
Oh, he gave. Well, good. You guys didn't miss nothing then. Appreciate you guys having me. Like I said, it's always welcome. I love what you guys are doing for the game.
Thank you.
Shout out to you guys. You know, keeping the game alive, trying to get it going. This is great for the industry, and this is what the industry needs is more people like you guys out here.
We appreciate the support, and like I said, anytime you want to come on, you're more than welcome.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Peyton Odie, everybody. Ken's jumping back in here. We've got 10 minutes until the Philly Futurity final. Again, we're going to give you the post positions again. Come on, man. Fly. Oh, yeah, just shoot him this way. Thanks. Did Mike leave the call?
Is Mike gone again?
Michael.
Mike's on vacation.
I don't know what Mike's doing, but we're still here.
I went to get more water.
Yes, Ken got us some more water.
It's Rod's turn, by the way. We're keeping track. It's Rod's turn next time. Mile-long line.
I'm fine with that.
So we are on the final of the Kentucky Philly Futurity.
So post positions once again: the 1, Lily Stride; the 2, Plunge Blue Chip; the 3, Atlanta; the 4, Pat Matters; The 5 is Scratched. The 6, Saviorum. The 7, Nixie Volo. The 8, Piranha Fury. The 9, Top Expectations. And the 10 is Scratched. So, field of 8, shortened field here. Really, you just gotta kind of combine your past performances. I think maybe Top Expectation from the outside is a little overmatched here. That's a tough spot to come from in this type of race, especially with the second heat. Piranha Fury, I mean, she's okay, but from the outside, I don't like her chances to win. Nixie Volo was kind of underrated as far as I'm concerned because none of us picked her, and she raced very well in the elimination.
Well, I picked her. I just didn't pick her on top.
Yeah, I mean, she raced well in the elimination, and I think she plays well again here if she can get a trip.
Piranha Fury, she was my 4th pick, I believe, in the first elimination. I will say this about Piranha Fury. Coming out of that, you spoke of Saviorum, obviously, off the trip. Piranha Fury is also going to have a really good trip and didn't really have it tough in the elimination. And if they get some ding-donging up front and getting that zippy pace going, Piranha Fury could be coming flying late. You just never know. Could step up to the big one here.
We'll see. They're out to post parade for the Philly Futurity final. I don't think they're going to be out there too long post parade. It's still brutally hot. I've stopped sweating. I don't think I have any more liquid in me.
Congratulations.
There's nothing left to sweat out, so I'm going to get a little break in here for a second while they post parade, and I will be back as soon as the race gets ready to go. So here's Ken.
Grab us some ice while you're gone.
Will do.
We have the pick 4 $10,000 guarantee coming up in race 7 after the Philly Futurity final here in race 6. My pick 4 ticket, just to go over that, is 6, 8, 11 in the 7th race, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the 8th, 2 and 6 in the 9th, and 1 and 3 in the last leg. And here come the horses for the post parade for the Philly Futurity.
Piranha Fury, Nifty Norman Trains, Dave Miller drives for Little B LLC and Diamond Creek Racing. At the 9 is Top Expectations. Irv Miller trains, Marcus Miller drives for Daniel Plouffe. Scratch 10, Supergirl O'Reilly. So take out the 5, take out the 10.
So there's the field. We have Lily Stride, post 1, Plums Blue Chip, 2, Atlanta 3, Pat Matters 4, 5 is Scratched, Sevi Yoram is number 6. We'll start from post 5. Nixie Volo, post number 7, post 6. Piranha Fury, number 8, post 7. Top Expectations, number 9, post 8. And number 10 is Scratched. Field of 8, 3 minutes to post. Current favorite is the 3, Atlanta. Atlanta 3 to 5. Plunge Blue Chip 6 to 5. I don't believe there'll be much of a drag here. There is 3 minutes on the board to post. Since these fillies have already raced once today in this heat, the guess is as soon as they hit 0, they're going to go right to post. Looking ahead to race 7, the first leg of the guaranteed 10,000 pick 4. Top pick of the race, Bombay. Barbera
6, Saviorum. She could really not get through there until it was well over. So Saviorum, I'll try there to spice up the exotics a bit. That's the 6 here. And behind those 2 favorites. Good luck here, the Kentucky Philly Futurity. $124,000 a purse. You've got just over and 1 minute to get those
1 minute to post.
The second heat
For the Kentucky Futurity. Philly Pace. Or Philly Trot, excuse me. Kentucky Futurity Philly Trot. Co-favorites on the board at 6 to 5 each, Atlanta and Plunge Blue Chip. Lily Stride is 5-1, third choice. 11-1 on Pat Matters. 14-1 on Seviorum. 0 minutes to post. Gate will be moving into position shortly, and the field should be heading right to the gate.
You want the baby shark, don't you? Want the shark on it?
We now have even money on Plunge Blue Chip. $7-5 on Atlanta. $6-1 on Lily Stride from the rail.
Yeah, there's 40 people in that
And
line.
Rod came back without ice because there's 40 people online.
I would have been there until the 9th race.
Still waiting on the gate to move into position. 0 minutes on the board. Even money on Plunge Blue Chip. Atlanta is 7-5, 6-1 on
This is
Lily
a race. This is a race. I think. Obviously, Plunge Blue Chip and Atlanta are the two horses to beat. But Seviorum is set up well for the final.
Green Foundation, let go. Starting gate.
The starting gate is coming into position, and we are getting ready to go for race number 6, the Philly Futurity Final.
Philly Futurity, $212,000 a purse. Starter calls.
And 1.
Well, while I was inside, I actually played a 6 with the 2-3 exacta. It was all the cash I had.
Rod all over Seviorum. All my cash went.
That's what my next round of cash is going into, trust me.
All your winnings. Come on, Seviorum. Otherwise, we go dry news section. So check that out. We gave our Caretaker Appreciation Award earlier to Nicole Agosti. She was live on air with us, and that has been posted. So enjoy that story. We look to do those awards again more in the future. The horses are moving into position for the Philly Futurity.
Anyone here? It's like a Chicago reunion in front of Marset right here.
Yes, it is.
But the Phillies are behind the gate. Here we go for race 6.
It is post time. for the
That's what I just said, Gabe. I just said that.
Philly Futurity.
Jeez, Gabe.
Come on, Gabe,
Sponsored by the
copycat.
Father Patrick Syndicate at the Diamond Creek Farm.
It would be nice if this camera was working for us, but it's not working.
Field of 8, purse of 224.
So now it's just show and tell.
Nah.
Here they come. All on the
They
gate.
are on gate.
See, I just said that, Gabe. Copycat.
Off. There goes Atlanta. Who looks the dark back to be a top Plunge Blue Chip. Leave that dark lead over inside and Lily Stride protecting a pylon position. As the Phillies working at that opening turn, Atlanta looking to look past Plunge Blue Chip still. Lily Stride come out chasing the two favorites at third. That's Pat Matters who drops into the 4th spot in front of Senior, who is 5th. Dixie Photo, unhurried in the early stages. She came out trying to get in the 6th spot in front of the long shots. Piranha Fury and top expectations. So the Phillies here, the second heat of the Futurity, a reasonable opening quarter, 28 into the slight favorite Atlanta has the lead as they straight away up the backstretch. Plunge Blue Chip tracking her very tightly. She's anxious.
28-2.
Second spot for Sponstead. Lily
They are
Stride
walking.
still riding tight to third in front of Pat Matters. At the in from Sevioros in front of Nixie Volo. And Toronto Fury and Top Expectations have trailed throughout. No change in position. Atlanta's getting plenty of respect on the lead. That's Atlanta. We're trying through a half in 56-1, so 27-4 in the second quarter. So a well-rated Atlanta continues to lead the way with Plunge. Blue Chip still patient at this point for us. Fonstead. Lily Stride riding just off those pair from third. As Sevioros was uncovered, she's inching into the outside from fourth with 3 lengths to make up. Pat Matter shuffled back to fifth. Nixie Volo's up second over. Atlanta begins to get some separation now. And Atlanta throttles out to a 4-length lead. Sevioros picks up the chase second. Plunge Blue Chip has packed it in. Nixie Volo works into a third. Top Expectations fourth. It's all Atlanta turning for home on 3 quarters. 124-3. And Atlanta still maintaining a 3-length lead. Sevioros takes dead aim up the inside. She's trying to rally late from a second. Nixie Volo was third. Top Expectations fourth. Into the final 16th of a mile. It's Atlanta here, the Kentucky Philly Fraternity, who's close to home. Atlanta is the Kentucky Philly Fraternity champion. Sevioros was second. Nixie Volo third. Top Expectations fourth. And 151-1.
I got it.
51-1 for Atlanta.
Atlanta. Rick Zeron is the driver. Scott Zeron is 8th Grand Circuit driving victory of the Grand Circuit meet. Atlanta is owned by Rick Zeron, Alvin Michelle Crawford,
Here we go.
Crawford Farms, Holland Racing Stable, Howard Taylor, and Bradley Grant. Atlanta, 3-year-old daughter, 7 of the Canton Home Baron, in my Blue Chip. Atlanta was bred by the Order by Stable of Sweden. She is now 7 of 12 on the season, 11 of 22 in her career. Atlanta's won half of her lifetime start. She surges past $1 million here this afternoon in career earnings. Atlanta scores here in the 53rd renewal of the Kentucky Philly Fraternity. Was sponsored by the Father Patrick Syndicate at the Diamond Creek Farm, and making the trophy presentation trackside. That's Adam Bell of Diamond Creek Farm. Price is up for the 6th race. Atlanta the favorite here in the second heat.
All right, we got prices for race number 6.
Second of the 6, Sevioros, 860 and 620.
Atlanta 420, 340, 240, Sevioros
was $39.20.
860, 620.
298.
Nixie Volo 980.
20 cents effective with 500.
39.20 for the $2 exacta.
Pretty good payout there on that exacta.
Awesome payout.
I guess I should have key boxed it, huh?
Yes. I guess we're not going to get any water now.
We are going to die of thirst at some point.
How are you?
And the
Streaming rules only permit us to stream for 4 consecutive hours. So we've got about an hour and 15 minutes or so left.
photographs here in the 6th race have
But-
been to convincing win. We'll check the rundown here before we go trackside to get winner
We have race 7 coming up here. Start of the pick 4, $10,000 guarantee pool, mandatory payout. Get a ticket in. Mandatory. That means it has to pay out. So, if you haven't seen any of the tickets yet, we do have tickets ready to go. We've handicapped these races, and I'm trying to get these graphics pulled up here, but we've got...
Get that for me.
What's that?
Oh, let's see here. Oh, there we go. I found my graphics, so we're good to go.
Yeah.
We have minutes.
12, 24, 48.
There's probably going to be about 20 minutes or so. This fly won't leave me alone, so we're cool with that.
All right, I'll be right back.
Thanks.
Let's see.
Wow.
I was getting ready. I had to break.
They've got really good internet out here. It's really, really good if you can't tell. Like, come on, man.
Race number 7, late close.
Between, it's like first heat, you know, you get
2-year-old colts and geldings, non-winners of 2, or 10,000 life, through and including August 15th this year.
I didn't want to pull the shoes and race for 2 heats.
Bombay Hanover coming off a win, 2 1/4 length victory, 51-3 for Scott Zeron last time out for Nancy Johansson. Scott Zeron back up in the bike today, draws post position 6.
Because we didn't have any.
Looks to make it back-to-back victories.
Losing the shoes to
Gonna go 6, 11, 8, and 1 for the super, or the trifecta. 6, 11, 8. Pick 4 tickets. 6, 8, 11 with 3, 4, 5, 6 with 2, 6 with 1, 3.
Well,
I gotta tell you, I looked